Throughout the years, the NBA has seen a lot of great point guards come and go. But you see this guy on your screen? He wasn't nothing but 5'11", maybe 6 foot at best. He's one of the best point guards to ever play the game. Nowadays, he seems like he's forgotten. He don't get talked about enough. His name, Tiny Nate Archibald. This guy was a spectacular point guard. He played 13 years in the NBA. He was a 6-time All-Star. He was drafted by the Kansas City Kings in the second round with the 19th pick. He had the luxury of playing for Boston Celtics legend Bob Cousy, who was the coach at the time. Tiny Archibald. Folks, y'all just don't know how great this guy was. Tiny was a great passer with good three-point range. His quickness and swooping passes made him difficult to defend in the open court. He was a premier triple threat with his ability to drive, pass, and shoot. He's one of the most underrated players of all time. He's the only player in NBA history to lead the NBA in scoring assists in the same season. The way he used to dribble, oh man, it was so pretty. His dribbling style was ahead of his time. He was so great for the Celtics and Larry Bird in '81 when they won the championship. In my opinion, Tiny Archibald was a left-handed Isaiah Thomas. Can you sit there and picture that for a second? We all know Isaiah Thomas is looked at as being one of the best little men to play the game. Him and guys like Allen Iverson. But them two guys don't exist if it's not for Tiny Archibald, man. He was the smallest guy on the court, and he was fearless. He will always go in there and finish amongst the trees. Back then, you go in the paint, you getting laid out. Tiny was smooth, quick. He always got the ball on the brick and pushed that rock. I'm talking about he's one of the fastest players to play the game, folks. He didn't even know how good he was. He just knew if he played hard and played faster than a lot of guys, that he was going to last, man. From the Bronx, you know? Homie was nice, hard, solid, consistent, persistent, consistent. I could keep going. Tiny Archibald was great. Tiny Archibald was so good. In '73, he put up 34 and 11 with no three-point line. That's the year he led the NBA in scoring and assists. This guy was just great. Tiny is a part of 3 All-NBA first teams, 2 All-NBA second teams, and he finished top 5 twice in MVP voting. He won the NBA championship in 1981. He was so great. He had a monster game in the Eastern Conference Finals that year. The dude was ambidextrous. He could score with his right hand. He was just nice. You didn't know how to defend him. I think his style would have played out in any era, man. The original little man. He was a great leader. One of the first lefties, man. He was so smooth. A lot of people don't know it, but Tiny. Tiny was so great. Tiny played 13 years in the NBA for 4 different teams. He averaged 20 and 8. This dude was a scoring monster like his first 6-7 years in the NBA. When he went to the Celtics, he had to sacrifice his game to play a role with the young Larry Bird. He was a vital part of Larry Bird's success early in his career. Tiny Archibald was the point guard. Just look how he navigating through traffic with that left hand. Just smooth, man. Like he on the playground, but he under control. He one of the smartest players I ever seen. Our own researched about. Like, this guy was so smart. Look at that. That was behind the back. Look how he break him down right quick. That was against Andrew Toney right there. Andrew Toney was nice. He was just cold, man. Look at that jumper. Just nice. Anywhere on the court, he was a threat. Smooth lefty. Quicker than most. Fearless, man. Look at him. Yeah. Lead the team. He was a good scorer, but, you know, he held his hat on being a leader, man. I don't think we got enough players like that in the NBA. Everybody want to score, want to be on the highlight reel. Tiny cared about winning and being a great leader.